And again, in the spirit of not getting too much done over the holiday season, I guess extended holiday season you would call it, I haven't really done anything on the painting. I'm just going to lay in a little bit of snow here. Still don't have to make a decision about this. This may end up being shadow in the foreground. It may not be structure. Still don't know. I haven't given it too much thought. Not too worried about it. But I did take, in the background here, I laid ultramarine blue and yellow ochre and a bit of white. That's subdued a little bit. As we're coming closer, in this case, this isn't always the case, but in this case, I'm going to want to raise the chroma a little bit. So I'm changing to cobalt blue in my mixture here. So I've used some cobalt blue, yellow ochre, and a bit of white to just bring this line across here. There's going to be some direct sun on the snow here, but I don't want to lay that super high value of direct sun right adjacent to the building, because it'll lose a bit of its, the snow won't have that feeling of being foreshortened. It will look like a piece of white foolscap paper laid against the building. So I started out with a little lower value, and now I'm moving up in value a little bit. Cobalt blue, yellow ochre. And white. Okay, a little more cobalt blue. I'm quite cold, with my cobalt blue right now. So that's why I'm adding the yellow ochre. I don't want it to be too cold. I don't want that. Gonna keep adding a bit of white and a bit of yellow ochre. Still not playing those final cards, not at all. Not going for the highest value that I could. Okay, I'm getting pretty smeary here. It's partly because this white paint that I have is very kind of syrupy. It almost has the texture of a acrylic paint, and I don't like it that much, but it's what I have. It's what I have, so we'll live with it for the moment. Okay, now let me put a separate pile here. Bit of yellow ochre, some white, just a hint of cobalt blue, just to show you how strong we're going to be able to raise our chroma. Okay, so that's about as high as we can go. We can raise that on the roof, we can raise it on the shed, we can raise it in various areas. But I'm just laying that in there. Now I'm going to go back down to some yellow ochre. No, yeah, yellow ochre. Mostly cobalt blue though. I'm going to drop our values. It's dangerous to play with values that are too high. We're going to go a bit green, that's nice. It's kind of, it's a bit warm, yellow ochre and cobalt blue. Applying more pressure to the brush in certain areas, going a little lighter on the brush in certain areas, varying the color slightly between strokes, sometimes more blue, sometimes more green. As we come closer, I'm likely to add a little bit of alizarin crimson. This foreground needs to have some interest. I'm exaggerating things obviously by leaving some of those dark lines in. I don't know if they'll stay or not, but for the moment they are. I thought I'd lay a bit of this blue in here though, or the snow in here, just to as a reference to sort of bounce ideas off of when I get working back up in here, and really mostly I'm just popping in to say hello to you guys, because I'm getting so little done. I'm starting to feel a bit guilty. I'm not sort of in the habit of taking too many days in a row away from work. If you can call it work, well, yeah, you can call it work. You do enough of anything and it's work. Granted, I still think I have the best job on earth in many respects. Okay, we're going to the left. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add a little bit of alizarin crimson now to my cobalt blue and yellow ochre mixture. There's very little yellow ochre left in it. Very little. It's pretty much just cobalt blue now. So we add a bit of our alizarin crimson to our cobalt blue. Then we have a nice mauve, sort of a gentle mauve. And maybe that's the shadow from some trees that are behind us. Hey? Maybe that's what it is. Something behind us here. Allowing sunlight only to catch here in a few spots. I can still, I'll stick with the same high values, but I can still warm that up a little bit by going with a little more yellow ochre. There's very little yellow ochre here. That's mostly titanium white. Kind of cold. I can warm it up with a bit of yellow ochre and titanium white. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that for the moment. Just a quick video. Just a quick video. Just as proof that I am not dead. Yet. See you soon, guys. Have a good one.